You know when you get that phone call where your side piece calls you,
That's exactly what it is. Yes.
and then you're listening to what's going on, people? Welcome back to another episode of The Mask. I am your host, Meds. I am joined here by the illustrious. Please introduce yourself, good sir.
Hey, it's Corey, aka Mr. Cause, back again.
So we have come to discuss and give our thoughts and opinions on Falcon and the Winter Soldier episode 3. Cause, how did you find this episode?
I mean, it was fine. Oh, it was all right.
That's what
it was okay. It was enjoyable. Like, it was an enjoyable watch. I don't know if it's me as if I'm like fully invested just yet. I don't know. Like, I'm enjoying it, but I don't know if I'm like all the way like delved into this series yet. I don't know what it is. I don't know if there's like a slight disconnect, but I am enjoying it. I mean, like, it's Marvel and I'm enjoying it, but I don't know if there's like like, oh my gosh, yes. Like, if that makes sense.
No, you know what? I do agree with you to a degree. I do feel like this is a really long filler. And I don't really know where or what the purpose is just yet.
Exactly.
But let's get into the episode. So
yeah.
Episode 3 picks up where 2 left off in Bucky and Sam going to go see Zemo. And through that, Sam decides that in order to find out where the super soldier serum is being made and who's behind it, the only way is to break Zemo out. So they do that. You know, afterwards, Zemo, Sam, Bucky decide to go shake down some of Zemo's old contacts. And then for some reason, we discover that Zemo's hella rich. And this man just got private planes.
Yeah.
And all sorts. But the funniest thing is, obviously, like in the comics, he's called Baron Zemo.
Yeah.
But I didn't actually think that the Baron was a title.
Oh no, because he's rich. That's what it is.
Because
he's minted. He's got his own Alfred. So like,
I won't even lie. His Alfred is close to death, though.
It really is. It really is.
So they basically end up going to where was it? Because I thought it kind of felt like, just looking at it, it felt like Hong Kong, to be honest with you.
No, they went to Cyberpunk 2077. That's where they went. That's exactly where they went to. Because I looked at it and I was like, oh, this is Cyberpunk. That's what this place is.
No, honestly,
I have no idea. It almost gave me a bit of similarities to like when the Black Panther and when they went to Korea, when I was in South Korea, I think, when they did that scene, when they went to when they found like Nicholas Klaus, and was it even Nicholas or Klaus anyway? But when they met up with him, when they met up with Klaus anyway, and they went into that kind of like it just felt very nightlife in Asia. But yeah, they didn't really give. I don't recall seeing like a title card or anything that said the location or anything. It just looked like
because even down to Sam's alias, where he looked like he was a drug dealer from Wakanda.
Yeah. Let's talk about the diaspora reference there, because I don't know why he felt that he looked like a pimp just because he was wearing traditional African attire. So that disconnect there, I was just like, I don't know about that, sir. I don't know about that because I thought the suit looked quite nice. I was like, well, where can I get me one of those? That was a fine print.
When I saw that suit, I said, "Ooh, like Sam, you looking sharp out here."
In it, and then he's like, "Oh, I look like a pimp." I was like, "Okay, all right." But if it was white designer, you would like it, I'm sure. But
exactly.
You have black designer now. Now there's the issue.
And the funniest thing is, I feel that it was crazy that Zemo even picked up on that, and he was like, "Only."
Can you imagine?
Only an American would.
An American, exactly.
That looks dapper would classify themselves as a pimp.
Well, you know, that's the diaspora was right there. So
I'm telling you, yeah, like that. Yeah, that was like a little bit disheartening, but
exactly.
So they get to one of like Zemo's contacts, and essentially they all have to play a part. So Zemo is obviously being the connect in this situation. Bucky has to play like his old persona of the Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
And who's under Zemo's control. They meet up with Zemo's contact, and then for some weird reason, right after she gives the information about where to find the man that's manufacturing like the stuff, she just gets randomly assassinated.
Oh yeah, she gets shot. But that was right before though. That was actually a really fun scene. I enjoyed that with his phone ringing, and then she tells him that he has to answer it in front of them and put them on loudspeaker. And in just like true black girl fashion, like if anyone has like a sister or even just some sort of woman in your family, a black woman in your family, they're gonna act exactly how Sarah acted on the phone. Like that is kind of like the same dynamic me and my sister have with the way she just talks to him.
Yeah,
and he's trying to maintain his cool. Like he's what did he say? Like oh yeah, why this is how you must have dealt with the banker, and then he's like, yeah, I'm gonna kill that banker. And I'm just like, bruh. I was like, no. And she's like, what? Are you all right? Well, that was funny. And then obviously what set it up is she called him Sam by his real name, and then that's when things just went wayward.
Yeah, honestly, and the funniest thing is, he somehow managed to salvage that whole conversation throughout.
I don't know how he was doing that though. Yeah,
literally, it kind of looked like, you know, when you get that phone call where your side piece calls you.
That's exactly what it is. Yes.
And then yes.
No. It's more of when. Not even your side piece. I don't have no side piece. Okay, so, but it's more of a case when is when you're driving and your girl's in the car, and then your best friend calls, and then you have to be like, things in the car, and then you have to try and like decipher through everything that your friend is saying. Like you don't want to overshare too much. That's what it reminded me of.
And you're just hoping he doesn't say the wrong thing. But in Sam's case,
say the wrong thing.
He couldn't say, "Oh, my girl's in the car." He just had to beg him.
Exactly.
That he's able to fall in line.
Yeah, exactly.
But
so yeah, that was funny scene.
Actually, no, you're right, because as soon as that happens, and then it just goes left, all chaos breaks loose, and then Lord and behold, their savior comes. In the form of none other but Sharon Carter. I totally forgot about this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I'm trying to think what the last film we saw her in. Was it Winter Soldier?
No, I think it was Civil War. You know, like when she kind of broke out all of Cap's and Falcon stuff to give to them.
Okay. Oh, right. Which she did reference as well when she said she got back his shield and she got his stuff. Yeah, she did say that. Yeah.
Yeah. So they have that little quick interaction, and then she takes them back to her quote unquote like gigs and hangout, where she's now just out here just selling stolen illegal paintings which are like worth millions, since she can't go back to the US due to the Sokovia Accords and her breaking the law and being a fugitive, which is a little bit weird that everybody else got pardoned, but they forgot her in the whole process.
Her, yeah.
That was a little bit weird. And then through that, they discover who and where the person that's creating the super soldier serum is. Sam and Sharon make a deal where he says that if she helps them, he'll get her cleared and she'll be able to come back to the States. They meet up with the person who's manufacturing it, and then through like a whole series of events, essentially, he ends up being killed by Zemo after they get the relevant information. The Power Brokers men hunt them down. They have like a little shipyard fight, and that's like more like the story like for this episode.
Pretty much. That's what I was saying. There wasn't really a lot that happened in this. I mean, things were happening, but it kind of just flew by. I love how there was a section, actually, if we go back to one of the I think they were in it was a weird scene where they were in the club, and I think Sharon was getting information or something like that. But there was a shot, and this is a part that came up in one of the trailers, where there's like a shot of this black woman with long white hair who everyone thought was like a Storm reference. But this woman had no relevance whatsoever. She was just a bystanding character. So it was so funny how like they gave like this one quick shot of her in this episode. So all of those rumors were just dispelled in a matter of seconds because there was no tie to that whatsoever. But yeah, Sharon was kind of handling herself on the outside with her fight scene out there, which I thought was entertaining as well. But I thought, yeah, throughout the entirety of like this episode itself, it did feel a bit like we're getting somewhere, but we haven't got there yet. And I'm waiting for, I don't know. I guess I'm waiting for like there to be a big bad, and that hasn't come across for me just yet. Considering we're like halfway through now because there's only 6 episodes.
Yeah.
So for them to not have really established, all right, we know there's like a super soldier, but I just need there to be something like menacing coming or a reveal. But I don't know. I guess that's what I kind of perked up because they showed Ayo walking up. So I was like, okay, all right.
Exactly. Now I'm tall glass of water.
I mean, whenever I see her, I just always think back to when she just handled Black Widow.
Yeah.
Like when she tried to step to T'Challa, she was like, move or you will be moved. And I was just like, for me, that is like, even if she only has that one iconic line, it was enough for me. So
now, honestly, just thinking back to that same scene, I remember seeing her and seeing her like when they did like the side by side shot, and I said, nah, like Widow, you don't want this.
You don't want this smoke.
So, for you, what would you say like your rating for this episode was then?
6. Oh no, it just wasn't. It was just like, okay, it's just an episode. Like there isn't really much. And then even this girl that I always reference, like the girl, she looks like she's from Tracy Beaker. I don't know. Who's the light skin girl with the red hair? Like, I don't know. Like even in last week's episode when she was obviously she has a serum when she was fighting Bucky, but I was like, this Tracy Beaker girl, like, I don't even know what's going on here.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, it's true. They haven't really done enough yet to like establish their motivations. Like we get what they do, right, but we don't really connect with them in any way. So
yeah, in any way. Like she's crying like in every episode, and I'm like, I don't know why you're crying because I don't connect. I'm not. I feel nothing for your character. So
exactly, because she's meant to be like a sympathetic terrorist where she's doing it for the right reasons and they're trying to make everything like an even playing field. But whenever we see them, I'm just like, nah, this ain't it.
So that's why I give this episode a 6. Yeah, 6 out of 10.
So our rating for the episode was 6 out of 10. Tune in next time. Please like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you later.